And of course, our weather center is keeping an eye on Hurricane Lee. Dana Osgood is here. And what are we thinking about the hurricane so far this week?
Yeah, right now it's still far out in the Atlantic. We have a general idea of where it's going to go, but we always, as always, kind of need more time to know exactly where it's going to make landfall.
Sounds like the National Weather Service in Caribou, I'd seen them post something on social media today. They're putting up weather balloons every 6 hours to get more information on tracking it. That seems like a lot.
Basically, what the weather balloons do is it gives us kind of a good idea of what the state the atmosphere is currently in. That way, when we put that information into computer models, it's called initialization, it gives us, okay, we know that this information is right, so we're not starting in a wrong place and trying to extrapolate from there.
More data is better.
Absolutely,
Okay.
as always. But as of right now, Lee's still a couple days away, but the rain for some of us is here, thanks to a stationary front that's been sitting off the coast over the past couple of hours. We've had scattered showers and storms throughout the day. Could cause a little bit of localized flooding in some spots, but otherwise just kind of a rainy day. And we've got more rain on the way here into southern New Hampshire and into Massachusetts, and that will continue to move over, especially the coastline, over the next couple of hours. And we felt like summer last week, but this week, not so much. Especially along the coastline here, temperatures got into the upper 70s, but when you got inland where there was some more rain and some more clouds, temperatures only got into the mid to upper 60s, which is below average for this time of year. We got a lot of moisture in the air too, so our dew points along the coast in the upper 60s, so it feels pretty sticky out there. The further you go inland, the drier it feels, but it's still a bit summery out there. Now we have that stationary front off the coast of us right now. Eventually it is going to move offshore, but another system is right behind it. So we're not going to have too much in a way of a break between these two systems. In fact, when we go into Wednesday, we'll start with some showers, but we will end with more consistent rain. Now behind that system is a high pressure system to give us some more sunshine for Thursday and Friday, and it will give us an idea of where Hurricane Lee is going to come as it begins to make its way northward towards our area. So right now, we are going to have those showers and storms continue along the coastline over the next couple hours. As I said before, drier inland. Tuesday is going to be a kind of scattered shower day, drier than it was today, but it's still going to be mostly cloudy, so not a great day to start. Then Wednesday, we're going to start out dry, a couple of showers, but then the more consistent rain from that cold front is going to move in into the evening and into overnight as well. But the good news is that that front moves out pretty quick, and then we will start to get some clearing later in the day. Now, Hurricane Lee is currently a Category 3 major hurricane out in the Atlantic, pretty picturesque looking as well, and it is expected to strengthen but then weaken again by the time it gets towards our area. And overall, we don't know exactly where it's going to make landfall, but we do know some of the impacts of it. Definite impacts is going to be high surf and rip currents, no matter where this hurricane makes landfall. The rain and the wind intensity, though, is very dependent on storm location. So right now the location is currently unknown where it's going to make landfall, but it is trending to our east towards Nova Scotia, but we'll keep an eye on that over the next couple of days. As for today on the water, seas 2 to 4 feet and water 66. So our 7-day forecast has a lot more raindrops on it today than it did as we looked at this last week. We're going to start out tomorrow with some scattered showers throughout the day. Wednesday is probably the rainiest day of the week until we get to the weekend, where we're going to keep an eye on everything building up with Hurricane Lee. So Chris and Sam, we're just going to kind of keep watching it, keep setting those balloons up like the National Weather Service is, and to just give us the more information, and the most information we get will be as we get closer to the end.
That makes sense.
Thanks, Tina.